is the Avenue taking us today, friends? Well, today our journey up the Avenue is going 8,000 miles. Yes, traditionally and delightfully so, here at this restaurant called 8,000 Miles. We are here in quaint, lovely downtown Roselle, just a stone's throw from the train tracks off of Irving Park Road. And the cuisine that we're about to partake in here is a fusion of sorts. There's both Chinese and Japanese cuisines represented on their beautiful menu, from appetizers to desserts, including the cocktail list. We have lovely Asian treats in store. So let's see how this is going to work out. A journey of 8,000 miles. We insist that you join us. Please. The dining room here at 8,000 Miles is a unique and exotic environment. Sometimes exotic is not what you want. Sometimes it's sort of in-your-face, crazy exotic. Not the case here at all, friends. It's the perfect balance of exotic. You have this Asian fusion touch that you can see and feel, but it's very inviting and very welcoming. Not easy to get that balance, but they have done it here. We happen to be here on a bustling Saturday evening, but it's wonderful still. It's not crazy by any means. We are enjoying the feel here. The energy is perfect. I also want to mention that because this is a storefront property, we have a lot of windows here in the front. You can see the cool branch art motif they have covering the windows, which is very, very lovely. But what's nice is during the day, a lot of natural sunlight comes in here, which is beautiful. But then as the sun goes down, the decorative lights inside really take over. We love them all. And in particular, we love the ceiling. It has that very cool Vogue open ventilation touch. You do see that in a lot of places, but I like how they've handled it here. They painted it all white and then accented it with these turquoise and pinkish lights that really bring it to life. It's like a whole neat kind of sky peacefully wafting above you as you indulge in your meal. And I have a feeling we're about to have a culinary journey unlike any other, so let's get to it. All right, this gentleman here, one of these chefs, is actually a master level chef back in his hometown in China. So we have top-notch staff that we're dealing with here. And behold the sushi station back here in the kitchen. Always a thing of beauty to behold. You cannot beat these fresher than fresh ingredients, and the artistry that goes into being a sushi chef. It really is an art form. Elegant, beautiful, dignified, and delicious. You can't beat that combination. Look at that sushi fish, sashimi in its glory. Mongolian beef, really a signature Chinese dish. We watch it here. Look at that effervescent bubbling of the oil in this perfectly authentic wok. A time-tested wok, no doubt. I love the way this wok sits in this big well thing. It's not sitting on a flame like you would see in your regular consumer oven. It just bathes in this well of fire. And so look at the heat that's conducting all around this wok. The fire's cradling that wok. It's amazing. Yeah, that's like a volcano cave is what that is. All right, and then while the beef is over there nestling for just a moment, we've got the red peppers going in. Beef rejoins. Little sauce action, and look at that. That's a volcano cave. That's exactly what that is. I'm loving that thing. And it's amazing if you listen to the sound this thing is making. It's like roaring. It has this roar to it. Not unlike a lion, to tell you the truth. So serious power behind that. And that fiery intensity is going to be very evident in the taste of this food. We have a nice carry-out order here. So a great thing, of course, about 8,000 Miles that they certainly cater to the to-go order as well. Imagine having that fine little Mongolian beef dish in the privacy and comfort of your own home. maybe in your fat girl pants with some chopsticks and a bottle of wine. Life doesn't get much better than that. Spicy boiled beef.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look at that, sizzling, that boiling. I love how that's a perfect example of heat as in spice, plus heat as in temperature heat. You have just complete heat going on here. It's remarkable to watch. Amazing. Look at that crown of cilantro on top of that spicy beef. That's beautiful. Beautiful shrimp being tossed with those nice cubed up vegetables. Seasoned to perfection, no doubt. You can tell the master's touch with the seasoning. When you see me cooking at my house, it's little measuring teaspoons and cups everywhere. I'm pathetic. I love watching this. Excellent. So here we are, our first round of food at 8,000 miles, and we can hardly wait to dive in, which is what we're doing right now. So let's start with this lovely right here. This would be their tuna avocado sumiso. So beautiful. Tuna and avocado, such a great combination. I've always loved that pairing. And this actually is big eye tuna. Now, for those of you who aren't fond of eating things with the eyeball present, looking at you, no fear here at all. You have nothing staring at you. The big eye is simply a type of tuna that's a higher grade. So this is primo tuna that we are looking at here, but it's not looking at us because there's no big eye here. Along with that, we have the avocado chunks, daikon sprouts, which I love. They're dainty, but they add a crunchiness and a nice extra flavor, as well as black sesame seeds. The sauce here is a sake miso sauce. Amazing. Next appetizer here would be their Sichuan dumplings, very traditional Chinese dish from the Sichuan province. And this is something that my brother and I had on our very first visit here to 8,000 miles, and we were obsessed from the get-go. It looks simple, it is, but the flavors here are bursting. What we appreciate particularly about these dumplings is that they are consisting of ground chicken. So we love pork, we love beef, all that sort of protein for a dumpling filling. But to have this with the ground chicken, such a lovely consistency, and it really picked up all the flavors extremely well. Speaking of flavors, this is a spicy Sichuan sauce. It is so delicious. In fact, our server, Holly, recommended that we retain the sauce after we had devoured the dumplings so that we could do like a rice pour thing, and it was incredible. I would pour this over anything, any day. Delicious Sichuan dumplings. And our final appetizer here to round out the appetizer round would be the taco salad. Taco salad. You're looking at this thinking, what? And that's because we're talking taco, T-A-K-O, which is the Japanese word for octopus. So there you go, a different kind of taco salad. And look how lovely this is. You have all manner of vegetables here, seriously julienned. Nice strips here, bursting with fresh loveliness. And even the octopus, you see it, nice strips julienne, which will just pair up nicely with all of the other julienne bounty here. The sauce is a ponzu sauce, a very classic Japanese sauce. Little touch of spice there, so this is going to be fantastic. This happens to be one of their specials today. So 8,000 miles features excellent specials to complement their already outstanding menu. Okay, so Bro and I have made our inroads here into round number one, and we are completely impressed. So starting here with the tuna avocado sumiso, clearly we're still working on this stuff. This will all be totally devoured, but this was excellent, clean, delicious, and yes, that tuna avocado combo did not fail at all. So lovely. And then the taco salad. This blew us away as well. Extremely refreshing, very vibrant, and all the different vegetables being in these very, very thin threads. And the octopus also being thread-like, it all just became interwoven into this tapestry of flavors and textures with this lovely, slightly sweet and slightly spicy sauce. So excellent. And of course, the Sichuan dumplings, already mentioned that we have had these before, and our love affair with these continues. It's one of those appetizers where we say, we cannot come to this place and not order this. Like, we will always be getting the Sichuan dumplings every time we come to 8,000 miles. So here are the treats we have for round 2 here at 8,000 miles. Starting with their crunchy garlic shrimp. This is some shrimp. This is wild-caught, wok-tossed shrimp. And here we have house-roasted garlic, onions, green and red peppers. Beautiful to behold. Look at the bountiful colors jumping off the plate here. And you have to love an excellent presentation. I particularly am fond of this cucumber presentation, almost like an olive branch, leafy kind of touch here. And especially I think in Asian culture, you do see a lot of very dainty adornments on the plate. So I'm really digging this on this particular dish. And then over here we have the Roselle roll. So we're jumping over to some sushi now on the Japanese side of the 8,000 miles world. And you can obviously see this is a very special roll. Whenever you see the big size, gigantic rolls, you know it's the jumbo deluxe with a lot of ingredients packed in, and that's exactly what we have here. So you've got 3 big power ingredients here. You have shrimp tempura, spicy crab, and spicy tuna. My goodness, you could stop right there and be totally happy. But all of those things are also packed with avocado, asparagus, cucumber. Notice the little hat on top. It's a jalapeno caviar hat sitting on top of each of these. This is gonna be an amazing treat. So the Roselle roll, here we go. And you can see that this actually is a double roll. We actually have 2 rolls conjoined here. We're just going to do this surgery of love. Look at that. So they were conjoined and now they're living separate lives. And you can see how huge this is. Again, it's a specialty roll, so it's packed with a lot more ingredients than your traditional rolls. So for that reason, friends, I choose to break a little rule here. It's my own personal code that I've established only when it comes to these specialty sushi rolls. And that is, I choose to cut these. Now again, your traditional sushi roll is meant to pop in the mouth very nicely. This, however, because it's so big, I like to just cut it in half, like so. It does fall apart a little bit, not too bad, but I just feel like it's more manageable this way. I prolong the experience, for one thing, because there's so much going on here when it comes to flavors and textures, that rather than just ram it all in and have it be done, I'd like to enjoy what's going on here in a manageable bit. And I know what you're thinking. What's the problem? She has a gigantic mouth. Okay, I do, but that's not the point. The point is that the experience is really enhanced if you can take your time with it and get it into a more manageable size. So that's what we're doing here with the Roselle roll. I mean, look, this is just half of one piece. I could even cut this again, but I'll spare you that gore. The Roselle roll tastes just as fantastic as it looks. You really get this beautiful abundance of textures and flavors. A lot of crunch, and then chewiness and smoothness. Delectable. Also want to mention, we have these sprigs of cilantro on the side. Features prominently in several dishes here, which adds such a beautiful dynamic. And it's so fun to just take a little leafy leaf, put it on your piece of the Roselle roll before you indulge. Again, a part of me always feels like I'm breaking some ancient traditional Asian rule in splitting it, but I suggest you give it a try, friends. It really was marvelous. Other dish we had in this round was the crunchy garlic shrimp. So delicious. Beautifully wok tossed, and so it gave it a perfect crunch. But if you see here, you can see the shrimp. You see the nice orange veins that run through as you're supposed to see. In other words, it's not buried in a hunk of batter. This is not Mrs. Paul's or the Gorton's Fisherman. Thank goodness they're nowhere near this place. And this is how it should be, just a very light coating, and with the garlic, the onions, and the peppers, it's just a very fresh and delicious wok toss dish. The entree round is here at 8,000 Miles, and let's start with this. This is from their Sichuan section of the menu. So these are specialties from the Sichuan province of China, from where the owner hails. This is the dried chili chicken, and I love the diced chicken that's used in this dish. And you can see the dried chilies that are spattered throughout this. We also have scallions, garlic, and Sichuan peppercorn. So a lot of authentic spices going on here. And there also is a chili oil that adorns this. And this particular treat is a house-made oil. So this is gonna be zingy, and I can't wait to get in there. The dried chili chicken was delish. All the flavors worked perfectly, and what I especially liked about it is that it wasn't crazy torture heat, not at all. It was a nice, subtle, slow burn. They do have a scale on their menu, like number of little red peppers, tells you how spicy something is, and this is a 1 pepper, but it's enough to tell you it's there and to really feel that nice traditional Sichuan burn. Next up is the shredded beef with Chinese garlic sprouts. Doesn't that already sound fascinating? So first we have the beef here, and look how lovely this is. These are shards of marinated flank steak. Look how lean and juicy these are. And then we also have a smattering of other goodies here. We have bamboo shoots, garlic, ginger, peppers, and the other namesake part of this dish, which are these, the sprouts of the Chinese garlic plant. So this is going to be a really unique addition to the dynamic here. And there also is a sauce that's going to be perfect. I like that it's light. It's described as a light oyster soy sauce. So cannot wait to dive into this. This was outstanding. Everything on it works beautifully. Beautiful combination of flavors here, all melded together. The beef, lean, flavorful, juicy. But may I please talk about the Chinese garlic sprouts. Never had these before. They were perfect. They're delicious. What I love about them is that they don't taste like garlic. Now, of course, I love garlic, but remember, there's already garlic in this dish. So this really balances. This green, clean, almost sweet taste is the perfect backdrop to these other flavors that are more aromatic and more fragrant, like the ginger and the garlic and so forth. So the balance here is perfect. This really is an essential element that makes all of this work. And the sauce, perfect flavoring, does not overpower anything at all. It simply just brings it all together, holds it together so well. This was remarkable. So, an amazing meal such as we had. How do you end this on a grand finale note? Well, of course, 8,000 Miles has a way to do just that. They have several nice things on their dessert menu. This is what we're featuring today. Behold, friends, the cheesecake spring rolls. So we have your very thin wonton wraps, lightly fried, and inside is nestled a cloud, a cheesecake cloud. Look at that. And the sauce that you see drizzled here is so nice. It's a combination strawberry chocolate sauce. Look at the additional clouds on the side of the plate here of whipped cream. Nothing else more needs to be said. See what Bro and I have done. We devoured because this was amazing. Trueness here when it comes to dessert is that it should not be overwhelming. You've already enjoyed a beautiful succulent meal. Why stuff yourself? It's not healthy, it's torture, it's just not good. That's why this is so nice, because this is actually very light. The wonton spring roll wrapping, very thin, lightly fried, so just a nice little thin crispy layer on the outside, nothing heavy or anything. And then the cheesecake inside was a cloudy dream, smooth as silk, light, so good. And the sauces, same thing. Light is the buzzword here, but it's true. So the cheesecake spring rolls were incredible, absolute perfect way to top off what's been a remarkable meal here at 8,000 Miles. So, specialty cocktail time. I have chosen the lemon ginger teeny. This is so exquisite. This is organic lemon vodka, with two house-made syrups, a lemon syrup and a ginger syrup. Beautiful balance of lemon and ginger. And how could you not love syrups that are house-made? Like so many things here, it really sets this place apart. Cheers, cheers, cheers to house-made syrups. This is Bro's cocktail. Look at this like yucca thing. So jungly exotic, I love it. This is the sake sangria. What a neat fusion of two classic beverages. So this is pear sake with Riesling, how cool. Some lime juice and just good old fresh muddled fruit like a good sangria should have. This is so delicious. And I'd love to sneak a sip, but you know, when your brother's behind the camera, you really can't sneak much of anything. So here's looking at you, bro. And now we have the honor of spending some time with the owner of 8,000 Miles. That would be Ben Lee. Sir, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy night to chat with us.
Thank you. My name is Ben from China, Chongqing. Yeah, thank you for coming here, Nora, tonight.
Thank you. We have enjoyed ourselves so much, from the food to the atmosphere, even the drinks, the cocktails, everything was excellent. So we'd love to ask you, first of all, how long you've been open here in this very nice Roselle location?
Yeah, we opened 3 years already. Yeah, yes, 3. Yeah, I had a restaurant in downtown 3 years ago. I moved to here. Yeah, yeah.
We're very happy to have you here in the suburbs. That's so great to have these very authentic places. They shouldn't be in the city only. They should be here in the suburbs. So we appreciate you making the move out here, sir. Thank you very much. So how are things going for you in this location? How do you like this really nice little Roselle, quaint downtown spot?
Yeah, I like it here very much. Nice labor, nice customer. Yeah, making me happy. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you've made all of us happy for sure. And let's talk a little bit about the name, because we love this name, 8,000 Miles. It really gives you this sense that we're making a journey, like a culinary journey. So we understand there's a story behind the name of the restaurant.
Yes, the 8,000 miles, kind of like a distance. Yeah, because between Roselle and my hometown, it's 8,000 miles distance. So that's why we call 8,000 miles.
I love that. So literally from your hometown to your new home here in Roselle, 8,000 miles.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Very nice. So speaking of home, I noticed a lot of things on the menu are from the Sichuan province of China. Of course, you have that one section on the menu devoted to Sichuan specialties, and we just love it. So let's talk a little bit about that region. I certainly see the theme of the peppers, the spices that come from that area.
Yes, because in my hometown, the people really like spicy food. I think one good reason is the weather. The weather in my hometown is very humid. So the people, that's why like spicy food. Make the people spicy, make people sweat. Yeah, that's why.
That makes a lot of sense, yes. And I've noticed on the menu, when it comes to the dishes that have a spice element, you have like a little range, the 1 pepper, 2 pepper, 3 pepper. If people really want it hot, they can get the 3 pepper. So that's a nice option. Do you have a lot of people who come in here and want the 3 pepper heat?
Yeah, a lot of people coming here ask, I want to extra spicy. I want to extra spicy. Yeah, I always tell the customer, I don't want to make you cry. Yeah, because that one means very spicy if you got 3 peppers. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure. So the dish we had tonight, the dried chili chicken, which we loved, it was a 1 pepper, and it was really nice. It was perfect. Gave you a little bit of a kick, nothing overwhelming, not too much. It was very comfortable.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we love the oil, that nice spicy chili oil that's house-made. Yes. What we loved is not only was it delicious, but it wasn't overpowering. Like sometimes a lot of things have oil, okay, special oil, seasoned oil, enhanced oil, but then it's soaked in the oil, it's drowning in the oil, it's oily. Nobody wants oily food. Nothing here is oily. It's just the right amount, just to flavor.
Thank you. Yeah, that dish is kind of like a regional Chinese food from my hometown. Very popular. I think it's most people love it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We certainly did. So all the food was fantastic, even the cocktails. Of course, your sake selection is wonderful, and we were also very impressed with your wine list. You really have just the right balance between the whites and the reds, and we thought it was really cool that you tapped into your neighbors here at Linford Winery to include them. And those wines that you had from them, they're perfect. They're some of Linford's best, so nice choice. And it's so fun because they're less than 8,000 feet from you. They are right there. So good call on the Linford wine.
Yeah. Yes, of course. We have a lot of local wine, or we have a lot of local wine from the Linford. Yeah, we always work together. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
It's good to see the locals working together. That's what it's all about, to really pair up and make a great experience for everyone. So very nice. Well, I have to tell you, we again applaud you and your heritage as well. We love the way that you're really tapping in to what's important to you and what you grew up with. And we're so happy that you brought it literally 8,000 miles here to Roselle to share it with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nora. Yeah, I'm very happy you come here to interview us. Yeah.
Our pleasure, and we wish you all the best of fortune in the years to come.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Now we have the chance to talk to one of the great servers here, and we're very delighted to welcome Holly. Holly, how are you doing?
Just fine. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. This is a thrill to chat with you because, of course, we go way back, don't we, Holly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really a cool thing, but Holly is actually one of my favorite servers from Crossroads, of all places, in Wooddale. So she's always been great, and no, I honestly did not stalk her here, but I walked in one day, and I'm like, da, 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 da. So how cool that your journey as a server has brought you here. So how long ago was that you made the change to be a server here?
I've been at 8,000 for almost 2 years now. Yeah, and I love it. Bartender and a waitress.
Right, that's what's so great about you. You can tell that you really just love being a server. You're excellent at what you do. So clearly you love this place. So what is it about 8,000 miles that you think is so special?
I love it here. We work with a great team, great owners, great food, awesome customers. I love my job. I love what I do.
That is perfect. And yes, you mentioned the great food. It is mind-blowing food. I love how they have such a variety, not just the Sichuan type traditional Chinese, but even the more mainstream Chinese dishes that we love. There's some Vietnamese stuff, Japanese stuff. So it's so impossible to say, oh, what's your favorite thing? So we know that. But if you had to pick maybe a dish or two that are kind of close to your heart, what would they be?
Well, I've gotten a lot more into sushi now that I've been here. The Roselle roll, for sure. The tuna avocado roll, for sure. And 7 flavored chicken. I think those would be my favorites, my staples.
Sounds really lovely. So I think it's important to let everybody know that they need to get down here to 8,000 miles if they have not already.
Absolutely. Come on down. Wonderful food, great service.
Yes.
Hope to see everyone.
Yes, and you just might have the good luck of having Holly be your server. As always, you take great care of us. We appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. Yes. What a journey of 8,000 miles we took. Because really, in a culinary sense, we did travel 8,000 miles to go back to the Sichuan province of China and other regions in China, as well as Japan, to have these authentic flavors. What an amazing culinary treat that was. And you have to love how the cooking certainly comes from the heart. The owner is certainly paying sincere tribute to his hometown and their traditions of cooking there. Down to their house-made oils and syrups, all the fresh ingredients. It's really something that you have to experience for yourselves. Remember them also for carry-out, even delivery. They have a little delivery range here as well. So folks, we urge you to take the journey of 8,000 miles here in downtown Roselle. Very, very worthy and enlightening trip up the avenue.